Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kurash, and today we are in Montecito, California with my dear friend Leesa Wilson Goldmuntz. We had her a few weeks ago on our show, and that was a modern home, if you remember. Now, today we are in a beautiful Mediterranean, Spanish Colonial. What are we going to call it?
Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Leesa.
I think when people think of Montecito, this is really what they think about.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes,
Spanish
you're right.
Colonial. Some would call it Mediterranean. And it is kind of I think, the trademark of Santa Barbara itself, and Montecito particularly. It's just a really pretty home.
I love Spanish Colonial style, and she's a master decorating it. So, come with us. Let's go see what she has done to this property. Shall we, miss?
Yes, let's.
All right.
Do come in, Michael.
Oh, I already love this place. Haven't been here for a second. That's so beautiful. All right.
It's just a classically built home. It's about 25 years old, but it looks like it could be built yesterday or built 100 years ago.
It feels like that, yes.
It's that timeless design that has this beautiful entryway opening to a great big living room and then out to a beautiful Santa Barbara ocean view.
Wow. It looks from outside very romantic old, but actually has the new windows.
Exactly.
Yes. You get all the good stuff from the past and good stuff from new.
Well,
all right.
Let's go explore the living room.
I would love to see that view.
Okay, great.
All right.
Come on in here. Look at this.
Oh, dream, honestly. This is so nice.
These great big arched windows that give you all this light in this room. And what we did is define two different seating areas because it's an entertaining house. So if this is where you're gonna have cocktails, if you're gonna hang out, parties, you've got seating over here. This is a whole living room in some houses.
It is. And look at this, how many seats again you create. Always you create a lot of seatings, which is nice.
Well,
because you had 4 kids and you had a lot of parties in your house, so you know.
So do what you know.
Yes, this is beautiful.
And then this side, again, if we just come over here, here's the fireplace, so you've got a focal point here, as well as then another whole seating area. So people can be having entertaining over here, entertaining over there. But if you're just a few people, you're not in this great big room and like 3 people in the middle of it.
Oh, totally.
It creates intimacy and ways to have conversations.
This is actually very nice that you have 2 separate areas. This would be your family and that would be your in-laws. So that's, you don't have to mingle, you know, it's just politely close but far away. I'm just kidding. So this is very nice. And actually, I like the way you use those shagreen tables, which are the same color and same texture, but different shape. It ties together, but they're interestingly different.
Well, there's that old saying, same, but different.
Same, but different.
So again, with the house doesn't feel old and stuffy. It's light and bright. We used modern art because that sort of brings things into the 21st century, if you will. And we've used materials that just play to the view, but also really enhance the fact that there are a lot of walls. So you can do great artwork in here.
It is very beautiful. And one thing that actually hit me when walking in, there is no chandelier. So technically, if you open a book, there's always a chandelier here, a chandelier there, but this would have blocked that beautiful view from outside.
That's just it.
And those can lights do the job, and why to hang another thing that detracts from the
We also
view.
did really simple white linen drapes to just reinforce the fact that this is a wonderful seasonal house. Open up the doors. We can live inside and outside for 12 months a year in Montecito, and this sort of plays to that, I think.
Very nice, and softens the room, although you probably do not even need draperies because there's no neighbors.
There's no neighbors. It's great.
Beautiful home. So where do we go?
I want to show you the office because to me it's one of my favorite rooms.
My favorite room is the kitchen, but let's see your favorite
Well, we'll
room.
go around the...
All right,
we'll
let's
do
go.
that
Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
As I said, this to me is one of my favorite rooms. If it were my office, I would be very happy to stand right here at this desk every day and look out at the ocean view.
Oh, this is a huge office, actually.
It's a great big room. I love the
The cabinetry is beautiful.
and the paint finish is really pretty. It's just soft.
And what is this here? You have a bar?
Well, it's not my house, but
Oh.
yeah, I would have a bar in my office. Why not?
There you go. Most
Probably-
important factor, alcohol.
But there's this beautiful fireplace here as well. So they've done a really good job at mirroring the colors in the floor and then up to the fireplace and to the woodwork.
And then you balance the colors with the art. It looks so beautiful. Very
Thank
well
you.
done. It's not crowded, but it's
Well,
just very elegant.
A lot of people don't have very many books anymore because we're sort of a paperless society or turning
Yes.
into that. So oftentimes when I have bookshelves, I like to use them as display areas. And this is a collection of really great 1900s lithographs.
That's beautiful. Very well done. Now that's a nice office.
It's so pretty and really calm, but also private enough that you feel like you could get work done.
Yeah, and then you have that view out there. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So where do you go from here?
Now we go to the kitchen, which is
all
your
right.
favorite place.
I'm a little bit hungry too. Let's go.
All right, we'll go this way.
Oh, ta-ta! Here is the kitchen.
I love this kitchen, and one of the reasons I love it is because they asked me to update it.
Oh, you did update it yourself. Nice.
We kept the cabinet color because it was really good, but houses, again, it's about 25 years old. The counters and the backsplash were looking a little dated. It was a sort of different era, 1999, if you will. And we made it far more current, but literally the only thing we did was change the backsplash and the countertops and behind the stove, and it just freshens everything, and it makes it feel like today's living.
Updated it. Very nice.
Yeah.
Because the appliances are very nice. I can tell.
Oh.
This is Thermador, and that looks like a Sub-Zero out there.
Everything's great, and it's a really, really good, entertaining kitchen, family kitchen. Here's where
Yes,
here's where
can
you
sit
sit.
down here, yes.
And then, of course, the best part is adjacent to this is this great dining room area that also has a view out to the pool and
The
and
last
the ocean.
dining table you had was almost as long, or maybe it was
Very
longer.
similar.
11 foot is your signature.
For big houses.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's very nice. I mean, you look outside, it is heaven. Like,
Yeah.
look at this. I mean, we live in heaven. That's,
We do, we
It's
do. And this
beautiful.
is a really great place to spend some time.
It's very traditional, but it's very warm, rich, and classy. And as you say, very updated.
Very updated and very
Yeah.
current.
And I like the island. It's just very big. It's good to have an island if you have a space.
It is. It makes cooking and entertaining so easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. So Leesa, where do we go from here?
Let's go to the guest room, the downstairs guest room, or a favorite child, if you will.
Okay.
And another office.
Another office?
Yes.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. We're
There's
in
a West Wing and
Montecito
East Wing.
after
All
all.
right. You're right. Let's go.
I just love this room. It could be a guest room. It could be, again, a child's room. It's really soft. The original color is still here. It's this soft, soft pink, which can also show you that pink doesn't have to be little girlish. It's trending right now as well. We also replaced all the carpet in each of the bedrooms to just freshen it up and make it feel really great to flow with the house and all the beautiful stone floors. The second office is almost the positive to the negative dark of the first office. It's lighter, it's smaller, and it has a really cheerful Roman shade on it. I just think of it as a great, really morning room, a place to have a nice quiet moment.
Oh my goodness. And this is why you pay the big bucks. Honestly, look at this thing.
This truly is the best, I think, of Southern California, Montecito living. Fireplace, really great sitting area, someplace to tan, a wonderful pool, and then a little more like for the afternoon tanning over there on that side.
And I saw a little bit glimpse of a barbecue pit out there.
Yes, a barbecue, a nice place to eat, and the roses are in bloom, and it's just a good life.
This is crazy. And you don't have neighbors. You don't have people looking in, you know?
And because we're on the hillside, you've got rooftop views and then out to the ocean, but it's very private.
It's very private, very quiet. It's just something that people don't understand.
It's idyllic.
I grew up in big cities and I'm always in these little boxes, little gray. Everybody's looking at everybody. Hey, how you doing? It's like, you know, look at this. There's nobody around. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to top Montecito living.
It's really hard. So I'm glad whoever gets this house will enjoy it tremendously, I hope.
I hope so too.
Yes. And those frogs spit water out, correct?
The fountain frogs, yes.
And they're
Yeah.
cute. Look at that. All right. So maybe we come here when they have a party and we will see how it works.
We'll just let ourselves
We can all help them cook some steaks.
How about I take you upstairs to see all the bedrooms?
All right. How about I stay here? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Off
Let's
we
go.
go.
All right, miss. I follow you. Today we are with Miss Sherry Bagai from Sherry B Design, and she's our in-house window and drapery specialist. So, Miss Sherry, viewers had a question as why should they actually use window coverings in their home where they can have it free and open and everybody can, God knows, look in and they can look out. Could you explain?
There are many reasons, obviously, but I'm going to give you 6 important reasons that why having window coverings in the house is beneficial to you. Number 1 is the style. You know, with adding window coverings, you can make a room look formal, informal, contemporary. You can definitely bring a style and a warmth to the room. Second one, probably, I think the most important would be privacy. We all want to have privacy inside the house, so honeycomb shades are perfect. They would let the light in, but nobody can see inside and outside. I think the third most important reason would be the light that comes through. If you don't have any window coverings, your wood floor can get faded, your area rugs can get affected by the lights. The next important one would be the energy cost.
Yes.
With the window covering, you can make the room cooler, warmer, and definitely helps you with keeping the cost of your electricity and gas low. Last but not least would be how much value it would add to your home. If you're thinking about selling your home, definitely the right window covering, window treatment makes your home more elegant and more desirable.
More representative.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with all of them. And I highly recommend you, if you're looking for window coverings, come see Sherry B at Santa Barbara Design Center and get the right and proper window covering and add to your home and make your life happier.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. On this edition of Michael's Minute, I would like to talk to you about mid-century modern furniture. Mid-century modern is described as the period between 1933 and 1965, in which designers such as Eames and Nakashima used clean lines and futuristic materials to propel design into a post-war era. At Santa Barbara Design Center, you can see and feel a variety of mid-century inspired furniture, including our signature leather chairs and recliners with classical wood frames. Accent them with side tables, daybeds, ottomans for a slick, artistic look. Customize these pieces to fit your home perfectly. To bring mid-century modern style to your home, please visit us at Santa Barbara Design Center, 410 Olive Street. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. We are today in Montecito, California with my dear friend Leesa Wilson Goldmuntz in this beautiful Montecito home. We toured the first floor, it's magnificent.
Yeah.
And we are going upstairs to see the primary bedroom and more.
Yes.
All right.
And down this long hall, which again, I just think is so pretty. It balances the scale of the house. And we made it agree again with one another, like we did the living room with 2 seating areas. We also did 2 art displays on either side to make it feel symmetrical and balanced.
And symmetrical balance, but it's not identical, which is
Exactly.
I like that better. It has each character.
Same but different.
Same, but different. All right, miss, after you.
Okay, up we go.
These are beautiful curved stairs. Wow.
Isn't this pretty?
Yes.
Let me show you the primary bedroom, which I think is a real showstopper.
It surely is.
So pretty. And the acoustics in here are amazing because, again, we did a carpet, and I love carpet in a bedroom. It just softens everything. The curtains are just this fabulous fun print that was here, along with the seating area at the little bay window. And then we complemented all of the existing colors with these really great photographs. And we just dialed in the grays and the pinks and the creams. And to me, it's so soothing.
It is very soft, very nice looking, but then I cannot get my eyes away from that view outside. And they have a sitting area off the bedroom. That's like somebody's backyard outside the 2nd floor bedroom.
It's pretty special. Again, it's, I think, just quintessentially the best part of Montecito and living here.
Yeah, this here sells the house for sure.
Yeah.
It's very nice, very roomy. And actually you have a lot of sitting area too. You want to sit there, read a book, you know, have a sip of tea, whatever, and it's beautiful.
It's a very
nice.
gracious space, and again with another fireplace, which
Yes.
it just is. It doesn't get a whole lot better.
No, it doesn't. Absolutely doesn't.
And there's his and her bathrooms.
Oh yeah, we would love to see those.
Okay.
All right. All right.
We can go right here. So this is what I think of as the girlier of the two bathrooms. It's bigger, it has a chandelier and some pretty lights, and a soaking tub and a shower, a little chair. It's just a great place to spend some time in. And this one, the smaller of the two bathrooms, which with what I can only imagine is a shaving mirror, it's a really great useful spot, and has a nice window out to the front. So as we mentioned, it's a fairly good sized house, and the benefit of that is that we have a room at the top of the garage, what I like to call a nanny granny. So it's got its own back entrance, and it really functions as a semi-private studio apartment. It's got a great big room with a little kitchenette and its own bathroom.
Dear Leesa, thank you so very much for showcasing this beautiful Montecito home. You decorated it to the 10. It's fantastic looking.
Thank you.
I'm tired of saying this. You did it to the 10, and you did it always, you know. Very, very beautiful. And a few weeks ago, we were in that Hope Ranch modern home, which you staged, and it was very nice. Two questions. You approach differently doing the Mediterranean home than the modern home. And I know it's a lot of work. I know it's not that easy. It seems like it was, oh, I can do this. No, no, I know they can't. And explain to our viewers, what is the process that goes in your mind, how long usually it takes, and what kind of effort goes into this?
Those are really good questions, and I do get that a lot. I think, again, what I said at the episode we did earlier is that houses sort of tell me what they want to be. And a pretty Mediterranean in Montecito needs things that elevate the space so that people understand how the spaces can be used. In a home like this that has these beautiful walls and these dimensions, we really leaned into artwork. You probably noticed in this episode there's far more artwork than there is in a really modern house with huge views, because you have more of a palette to play with interior-wise. So we try to balance and warm up spaces always, but in a home like this, we've used furniture, a couple of antiques are thrown in for good measure, and then we balance with modern things. And to answer your second question, a home this big takes about 3.5, 4 days for a move-in.
And let's say 3 and 4 days not for you and a huge crew behind you.
And a team of 4 guys who are really good at their job. I love my work family, and an assistant. And we do everything from fluff the pillows to steam the beds to making sure, I personally go around and make sure I like where everything is placed, down to the little thing
Thanks.
that goes
Yes.
right there. I never get tired of it. I love what I do, and every house just tells me a story, and I just write the book.
Yeah, I know, I have seen it. You come there and I have seen it middle of a staging. You say, well, you know, I need 2 chairs. You call me, do you have these 2 white chairs? And you come personally down there, you take them, and it is a lot of work. It is a lot of effort, work, and actually a big investment into all these things, which again, people don't realize. They think, you know, they can go buy something here and there and make it together. It's not that easy. I know that.
I liken it to having a skill set. I'm not good at playing the piano. I'm really not good at hiking. I don't even like being outside. This is what I like to do.
And you do it very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being our star. It's beautiful.
You're so welcome.
And
thank you for having me.
Looking forward to see you on next season for sure again. On Design Santa Barbara today, we're going to talk about rugs. I cannot help it. It's my favorite subject. So this beautiful piece is from Afghanistan, northern Afghanistan, southern Russia, and close to Turkmenistan. These are Ersari tribe. Ersari tribe, they are a Turkmen tribe. They are from original Turks, actually. They live in Turkey is in the western of the Caspian Sea. These original people live in the eastern part of the Caspian Sea. And they have been there for a good 2,000 to 3,000 years. Although within like about 1,000 years ago, they start migrating toward Turkey. So this particular one is a very interesting piece. It's mostly used for the front entrance of a tent. So the tents are yurts. The tents they use are not the four corners we use, they are the round ones, and they have an opening in the front that they weave this particular rug that's called Hatchli or Enzi to hang in front of it. Used to have the corners used to have ropes to secure it to the front. What they try to do is they try to mimic the wooden doors that they see in the villages. So they wove that wooden door with their own design and elements to hang in front of the tent, so the wind, the cold, the animals don't come in, and the heat from inside doesn't go out. This particular one is in a very good shape. It is a mid-19th century piece, and mid-19th century translates to like about 170 years of age nowadays. It usually, look at it, the bottom part gets worn on these pieces because it's dragging to the ground, and the ground is dirt, is stones, is sandy, and very rough. But this one has stayed in a very good shape. There's two reasons to it. First of all, it has been woven very finely, and perhaps this didn't last long with the tribe. So maybe they used it for 10 years. Somebody came along and they sold it to the merchants, because these were very much in demand in the 19th century in England and Europe. It has interesting elements. First of all, it is the finest wool you can get. It is sheep's hair, and when the sheep are young, they have finer hair, and that hair translates to much better wool. It has a lot of lanolin. You put your finger, after 170 years, it still has some fat coming out of it. It is on a goat hair foundation. So the goat hair is hard to make the knot, but actually is a very sturdy, long hair that they can use for the foundation of the rug. Then we have the wefts that they are made of wool as well. The edges are made of horsehair. Horsehair, I've seen pictures, and what happened is snakes don't cross the horsehair band. It is a very interesting thing. I don't know why, but snakes, and these people live in a dry area that has poisonous snakes, will never cross this. So as long as you may be sitting on this or whatever, snake will not cross it. The designs on this very interesting. You have this beautiful tulip opening up. It is a sign of youth, is sign of rebirth, and they come up the first days of spring is sign of renewal. You have this ram's horns. If you isolate this design, is a ram's horn. Ram's horn sheep are the staple of these people. It's the wealth of these people, and they are their livelihood. So very important in their life. But also this design at a later point, or actually earlier point, I don't know which one comes first, these people live on a silk route and they go to Armenia. If you look at it, this is a cross, and the cross in Armenia has been used since the 2nd century and is a very old design. You have the ram's horn here again. You come up, you have this beautiful tree made of bird heads. If you see, these are bird heads in a trellis. Very artistic. The lady who wove this must have been out of this planet. These are dragons. These are stylized dragons. Dragons play a very important role in this people's lives, and that's a dragon right there. You have a tree of life. If you see again with bird heads, is a tree of life that grows here right in the middle. You have ram's horn at top of that little building, if you see at the very end. You come up here, you have the 8-sided star. You have this little motifs they call göz, is against evil eye. Come out a little bit more, again you have these crosses, which is the ram horns, as well as the cross they inherited from Armenia, but then Armenians again inherited this from another culture which is before them. You have in the border, once again, you have this beautiful design, looks like a Hermes buckle, but it's not. It is the ram's horn again, this way. And the colors they use in this are magical. You think about it, they are living in this dry, arid climate, and not too many plants grow in there. But they used this color, which is eggplant. They take the eggplant shells, they cook it, they get that color. This is indigo. is a very saturated indigo. This is another indigo. This is hard color to get. It's a blue-green. So they take the indigo, they add yellow to it, like a weld or saffron to create that color. You have the white, which is a natural color. You have the brown, which is again natural wool. And if you can see, these different layers of wear because the dyes and the wool wear differently. So the corrosion is different, gives different heights. That's how you can also learn about the age of the rugs. You figure out how